Hi. Finally back. And while I was off, I was thinking what to play. I had a few games in mind, but one of those stood out to me because it's Gothic. I love this game. I really do. And forgive me if you seem a bit off. I haven't talked like this for 3 or 4 months now, so yeah. But, a few things. Maybe let's wait a bit, get anybody. I have the DirectX mod on. That makes the game look a little bit better. I never used it, and I did notice a couple of things weird with it, but overall it looks really nice. What else? Oh, it also makes the cutscenes kind of messed up. It puts them in a little window in the upper left corner. But, only like 3 or 4 in the entire game, so no biggie. And yeah, that should be it. Let's just go with it. The first cutscene, I'll let it play out, but maybe a little bit loud. And also the new chapter thingies are super loud. And they're also invisible for some reason, so I'll just skip them as fast as I can. But they're still gonna play that really loud sound. So, go. I will also try and fiddle around with my camera placement.
The kingdom of Murtana, united by King Robar II.
Yep, there they are.
During the long years of his reign, he was able to defeat all foes of his realm. All except one. The war against the orcs took its toll, and the prisoners of the realm were to pay the price. The king needed swords for his army, and every man guilty of a crime, no matter how insignificant, was forced to work in the ore mines of Corinus. To make it impossible for them to escape, the king sent out the best magicians of the kingdom to create a magic barrier around the entire valley. I was one of them. Something disturbed the delicate structure of magic. We were trapped inside our own barrier. 1 second of negligence was enough for the prisoners. Corinus was now under the control of the convicts. The king had no choice. He had to negotiate. He needed the ore. Month after month, the king supplied everything the prisoners needed. Month after month, they brought the ore to the edge of the barrier in exchange. Until the present day. Another convict was brought to the cliff. He did not know, but he would change everything.
In the name of King Robar II, bearer of the scepter of Verant, I sentence this convict to...
Stop! Convict, I've got an offer to make you. This letter must reach the leader of the Magicians of Fire.
You're wasting your time.
You may choose your own reward. They'll give you anything you ask for.
Very well, I'll take your letter. On one condition. Spare me the rest of his nonsense.
How dare you!
Keep silent. Right, send him in.
Welcome to the colony.
There it is. He said the
That's
thing.
enough.
Leave him alone. And now scram! Get up.
There we go.
I'm Diego.
I'm
not interested in who you are. You've just arrived. I look after the new arrivals. That's all for now. If you plan to stay alive for a while, you should talk to me. But of course, I won't keep you from choosing your own destruction. Well, what do you think?
So, this is Diego. Obviously, he's a friend. And let's talk to him.
okay. What do I need to know about this place?
We call it the Colony. You'll know already that we produce ore for the king. Well, at least we do, in the old camp. There are 3 camps within the barrier. The old camp is the biggest, and it was the first.
How do I get to the old camp?
You just follow this path. The old camp is the next reasonably safe-looking place you'll come across. There are a lot of wild beasts between the camps. You'd be mad to walk around without a weapon.
Where do I get a weapon?
When you get to the old mine, have a look around. I'm sure you'll find something useful. The mine is easy to find. It's just a few meters along the canyon.
Why did you help me?
Because you needed help. Otherwise, Bullet and his boys might have killed you. And I couldn't just stand by and watch, because I came all this way to make a suggestion.
A suggestion?
Yes. After this little incident with Bullet and his guys, you should be aware now that you need protection. Everyone who arrives here has a choice. There are 3 camps in the colony, and you'll have to join one of them. I'm here to show the new ones that the old camp is the best place for them.
Yep, Diego is a bro, but the elf camp isn't that great, as we'll come to find out.
Where's Bullet now?
He and the others bring the goods from the outside world into the camp. You'll find him there. But if you plan to fight him, be careful. He's an experienced warrior.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Really?
I was given it by a mage shortly before they threw me in here.
You're lucky I can't afford to show my face around the mages anymore. Anyone else would gladly slit your throat for that letter. That's because the mages pay their couriers a lot, and most people here don't have anything. If I were you, I'd shut up until I met one of the mages. Although in your situation, that's not likely to happen.
Why not?
The mages are in the castle in the old camp. Only Gomez's people are allowed to enter the castle.
Not true. As we'll also come to find out. But who's
Who's
Gomez?
Gomez?
Gomez is the most powerful ore baron. He's the boss of the old camp, the most powerful man in the colony.
Let's assume I want to join his people. What do I need to do?
At the gate of the castle, you'll find a man called Thoris. Tell him Diego sent you.
And that's it, so get ready for the loud sound.
Thanks for your help.
We'll meet in the old camp.
There we go. So now we're free to explore. The DirectX mod, as you may have noticed, gives better shading to the game, but also... See this fence, those lines? Yeah, that's kind of weird, but overall I think it looks better. I also think it upscaled some of the textures, but I'm not actually sure. I haven't seen a comparison. I also apologize for the echo. My room is mostly empty still. Oh, and this, we're getting close to the barrier. A little bit closer and we would die. I don't think we die immediately, but we will die. There isn't much here. Like, just a piece of ore, a beer, we have the letter of course. Do not open it, that's important. It's, yeah, the seal must not be opened. I got a torch, not very useful stuff. The beer can come in handy. Not just drinking, but overall. Maybe let's pull the path. I usually just go up the hill. It seems faster, but... yeah, 2 guys watching over a gate. I also think the DirectX mod fixed a couple of things, or maybe it was the system pack installed recently. So, I'm playing the Steam version of the game, and for the 10th anniversary, they wanted to do a proper fix on some of the things. Because for years we've had community patches, but you know, Gothic's picking up, they're making the remake and all that. So they wanted to give it a proper fix. But to do that without breaking all the mods out there, they just asked the original community patch guys if they could use the damn thing. And they said yes, so now we have it integrated into the Steam version of the game. But here we have a guard, who is, well, just a generic NPC, but also Ori, who can tell us some more about the colony.
What are you doing here?
Making sure no one gets near the exchange place, especially one of those cutthroats from the new camp. You're the new guy they chucked in today, right?
That's me.
Then you'd better watch out for the
Hey,
guys
Jesse.
from the new camp.
Yeah.
I work for the
Long
old
time
camp.
no see.
Same as the others you saw at the exchange place. I assume you've talked to Diego.
Did indeed.
Yes, I have.
Good. Then you know what's what around here.
Why do I have to watch out for the guys from the old...
Why do I have to
No,
watch out
camp?
for the guys from the new camp?
Compared to the new camp, the old camp's a quiet, peaceful sort of place.
Sure
The new
is.
camp doesn't get any deliveries from the outside world. Most of the rogues there just steal whatever they need.
And the old camp?
The ore barons have everything under control. Next in line to them are the guards, followed by the shadows. The diggers are the lowest. Everyone who arrives here starts out as a digger. If you want to become something better than that, you'll have to get accepted as a shadow first.
You know, classic ranks. Ooh. I'm noticing an issue with the full screen.
When I was
scroll.
washed ashore, one of the guys
baby.
punched me in the face.
They do that to all the newcomers. They call it standing godfather.
Oh, are all the guys like that in the old camp?
We do have a few suckers, but they won't touch you as long as you pay them protection money.
Of course.
I saw a woman being sent down with the goods.
Yeah, the ore barons get everything they want.
Do you mean to say the king exchanges women for ore?
They're convicted criminals too, of course. But if Gomez hadn't asked for them, they'd be sitting in some dungeon or other. I'm not sure what's worse.
I'm looking for a weapon.
There should be some old weapons by the derelict mine, further down the canyon. But don't go and start a war with nothing but a rusty pickaxe for a weapon. Those things are slow and heavy. An inexperienced fighter should never use one of them unless it's an emergency. You'd better make sure you reach the old camp in one piece.
Yeah, I think most, at least many people have heard of Gothic, but in my opinion, it's a gem. So, a little bit of history. Back when Morrowind came out, a bunch of German guys wanted to make a game like that. So they made Gothic. I love it to bits. And NPCs... Oh, I noticed the Scully there. The NPCs say a lot of things, and most of them they relate to the gameplay. Actually, in a lore-friendly kind of way. So, we just punch the meat bug. They're really hard to kill. The meat bugs are little, and your character can't aim down. You can just punch, and he can also do a running kick. And the kick, like, never hits them. For some reason. They're better off just standing there, punching the bug. They just give 10 XP. But also some meat, and I think we'll need the meat for a quest. An arrow, a few blueberries on the way. Tumbler, just for selling. Beer. Coins are worthless, because we have ore here, and ore is much more valuable than just regular old coins. But here is plentiful. So when and if we get to Gothic 2, ore is like 200 coins. And here ore is just that one ore, a 1 unit of currency. The coins have no value. A few more blueberries and the pickaxe. So we can equip it. It deals 7 damage, requires 5 strength, and it's a two-handed weapon. So not much we can do with it. But it gives me an opportunity to talk about fighting in this game. That's one thing people really seem to hate about it, and I love it. So, in your usual games you have the attack button, the block button, you know. In here you have what I call an action button. So, right now I am holding left click. It doesn't do anything except locks my camera so I can't move left to right. But then, if I press the move forward key, I lunge. And later on, when you get better at fighting, you can actually combo that. But if I use the strafe, well, the turning keys, I can swing left to right. And then of course if I move back, then I block. To me it's really intuitive, honestly. Oh, but there we have a mole rat. So yeah, I know this area like the back of my hand. The Rusty Sword is better than a pickaxe. It deals 3 more damage and it's one-handed, so it's a little bit faster. That's how it generally goes. One-handed weapons are faster, even though my character holds it in 2 hands, because he's not very experienced. My swings set him back a little bit, so I had to lunge. I can't combo the lunge yet, I can only do this pathetic swing. But yeah, that's our first proper enemy dead. Technically our first enemy was the bug, the meat bug. Rice schnapps. And you can actually go up there. But before I do that, I want to go down and grab a better sword. It's just down here. So, there used to be some old game with a similar system where you could design combos. Ooh, sounds interesting. There was a cool game where you could design whole fighting styles called The Absolver, but unfortunately the devs dropped it. But it was really cool. Here we can find the old sword. The old sword has 2 more damage. Also requires 5 more strength, but our character starts with 10 strength, 10 dexterity, 5 mana, 40 life, and no skills in anything. None at all. So now I'll go back there, and be prepared that I failed. Toss. Oh, we played Absolver? That's cool. Can't remember much about it now, but yeah, I liked it a lot. It had the Dark Souls exploration a bit. The open multiplayer was really cool. I had a few moments with that. The pickaxe and the chest. Thankfully those are unlocked, so we don't have to pick them open. Again, the coins are worthless. And then we can get over here and climb up these ledges. On one of them there should be a plant. There you go, Seraphis. Didn't have enough space to jump from a running start. And there we are. Now, I will want to save immediately. No need to name it. So first, a scavenger. It is a juvenile, so no biggie. But then we have 2 mole rats, so also not the biggest threats. But I'm purposely avoiding panning over to the right, because there's a goblin right on that hill. And unlike goblins in Gothic 2, where they're basic enemies, goblins in Gothic 1 can kick your ass without much trouble. So I'll eat some blueberries, heal up. I'll save once again. I usually keep at least 2 save slots. because this game likes to crash, and let's see how I do. I think he can like 3-shot me. He also likes to run around me, so then I lose lock on. Okay. Oh. Come on. Thankfully, he hasn't decided to attack yet. One more hit. Ah. Oh, I forgot, I can also do a running attack with the sword. Ooh, got him. Thankfully, again, he did not attack me. He also didn't drop anything, except for a club, but it's a terrible weapon. It's worse than a pickaxe, so not using that. Finish off this scavenger. Most of the mobs in this little starting area are juveniles, which just means they're weaker. They look exactly the same as the normal guys. Oh. Wait, yeah. I missed this. There's actually a health potion here. And those are pretty rare, at least in Gothic 1. They heal a lot. So this one heals 50 HP. I have 40. Oh, 25 value, 25 ore. And yeah, the system pack, I believe, fixed the glitch, where previously you could just strafe in the air to avoid all fall damage. You can't do that anymore. I mean, for the better, it was a bug. Oh. Oh, the sun just moved. So the sun doesn't move smoothly, it appears. It jumps. So the shadows shifted. Again, I have the DirectX 11 mod, which makes this game a little bit prettier. Doesn't impact my PC too heavily, unless I set the shadow resolution to like 16K. Which I'm not gonna do. But I can't wait to get to the camp and pay a guy there to teach me how to actually wield my weapon. These arrows are pretty hard to get. Stand in a pretty specific spot. And that should be all the items here. And now we're gonna go out into the open world. Where right off the bat, there's gonna be some pretty dangerous stuff. So in typical Piranha Bytes fashion, you have 3 camps. They are safe places where you have a lot of quests where you just go around, talk to people. And that's how you level up early on. And you have the open world, where you have monsters that will absolutely kill you. Well, not all of them. Sometimes you just find a pack of scavengers, and fighting one enemy, like, you can fight a single enemy that's much stronger than you, but as soon as another one comes up, you're dead. Fighting 2 enemies at once is a lot more difficult than just fighting one. And here we have a couple of guys, some hunters from the new camp. As we'll come to see, the new camp isn't as bad as everyone tells you.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes.
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I want to warn you. If you continue this way, you'll be entering our hunting ground.
What do you hunt?
Mostly scavengers. There's a lot of meat on them. Besides, it ain't too hard to get them, once you know how.
Really? How's that?
Ask my friend Drax here. He knows more about these things than anyone.
Imagine being a scavenger expert. But
why is this area so dangerous?
You've just arrived, haven't you? There are different areas in this colony which are all more or less dangerous. The paths between the camps are quite safe, but even there you might come across some wolves which look on you as easy prey. And that's exactly what you are until you get a proper weapon and armor.
Yeah, wolves in the Gothic 1 are tough. Wolves in Gothic 2 are basic enemies.
Where can I get better equipment?
The nearest place is that old camp. Just follow the path that brought you here. But you can get the stuff cheaper in our new camp, provided you know the right people. If you go to the old camp, ask for Mordrag. He's one of us. For just a little ore, he'll sell you the proper goods.
Tell me more about the areas of the colony.
If you travel between the camps, you'll need a map to distinguish paths and dead ends. Dead ends often lead you to dangerous canyons where you encounter creatures you'd better avoid.
Oh, yeah.
Do not enter the old ruins. There are too many around here, and most of them are old fortifications dating back to the time of the First Orc War. Some are abandoned orc dwellings. There are often orcs in those ruins, or even worse creatures. I'd avoid those places, especially at night. And one more hint, don't go into the forest.
Yeah, so he actually says a lot of good things here. Forests have wolves, some have fighters, I think they're called in English. I've never played this game in English, by the way, so some of the names are new to me. And yeah, a lot of canyons have those as well. They're like little two-legged mini dinosaur thingies that are faster than you, stronger than you, and they're usually in packs of 3, 4, 5 or so.
Where do I get a map?
Ask the people in the old camp. There's a cartographer living there. Maybe you can steal one of his maps. If you manage to do it, take one from me as well.
Wait. I don't know if you can actually bring him a map. That'd be cool. So, yeah, now we have a choice. We can either play the Goody Two-Shoes, or we can be tough, you know? Let's be tough.
If I manage to get them without paying, I'll take as many as I can carry.
You're all right. You should consider coming to the new camp. In case you go there, ask for Lars. He takes care of the new ones. I'm sure he'll have a job for you.
Yeah, so now they respect us, and the old games definitely have a different feel to them. I recently replayed the Battle for Middle-earth. That's a strategy game and the Lord of the Rings universe. I love it, but the models are really, you know, chunky, just like these. But it has a charm.
Thanks for your help.
Don't go thinking everyone's gonna be so friendly, kid. There may not be much in a newcomer's pockets, but some folks would even beat you up for a pickaxe.
I'll keep it in mind.
You know, Gothic 1 can actually be older than me. Let me check. I don't remember. Either this one or Gothic 2 came out in 2001. Let's see. Oh no, this one is 4 months older than me. And now let's talk to his friend Drax, and yeah, you can see the 3 scavengers there. That's just the way of the game to tell you, don't go there. There's 3 of them. They will kill you.
You're hunting, aren't you?
Looks like it. What do you want?
Do you have some hints for the hunt?
I could teach you a few things, but everything has its price.
Which would be how much?
A good gulp of beer will do to start with. Then we'll see.
Sure.
Here you are. Take a beer and tell me about hunting.
Scavengers. That's what we call the big birds. Should be attacked one after the other. It's easy to lure single scavengers from the pack. If you come too close, they'll become irritated. After a while, they'll storm in your direction. At this point, you should be waiting for them with a raised weapon. If you manage to strike the beast before it hits you, you have to keep fighting. Then you'll be able to defeat the creature without being hurt yourself. If it hits you first, well, just don't let him.
That's actually good advice. So, 2 things. We can lure enemies from the pack, and they have an animation where they try to scare you off, you know, making sounds, getting up. That tells that they're soon gonna aggro unless you back off. And also, if you attack them first, you know, they get staggered, you can just keep on hitting them. But if they hit you, then they can combo you. And you're probably gonna be dead.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creature's teeth, claws, and skin. It's hard to get them, but they are valuable. At least every merchant will trade those things with you.
So yeah, now he can teach us for 1 skill point. Every level up, you get 10 skill points. And then you have to take your ass and go to a teacher to teach you different things. So to get strength, you need to look for a guy that can teach you strength. Same with dexterity, same with skills like skin reptiles, remove claws, remove fur, remove teeth. And it also costs you some money. Because of course they do. I mean, they're teachers, not doing it for free. And the thing I love about this is they actually... It's not just, ooh, you got a new skill. They actually say things like how to do it. And some of them, if not every NPC that can teach you different skills, has different flavor text. So, I know in Gothic 2, when you go to one guy to learn sneaking, he tells you this and this and that. But if you go to another guy, he actually tells you some different things. So, once I get enough money, right now I have a total of 3 ore nuggets and no skill points, although soon gonna be that. We can go to him and get some extra money from monsters. Not from scavengers, and not from mole rats, they just give meat. Another thing that was pretty cool at the time, and arguably still is, creatures, so that includes NPCs, well, all of them are technically NPCs, have a kind of, what do you call that?
Lucky for you.
Food chain. So you can see the guard spotted the scavenger and tried to attack him. Same goes with wolves. So wolves are actually predators. So they don't just sit there because, you know, they're both monsters. No, they have a full-on ecosystem. And I just realized my mistake. There are 2 scavengers here. So I'll just keep on swinging and I'm dead. I thought they would be still juveniles. Oh. Well, there goes the Gothic experience. We're all the way back at the goblin. Also, please do tell me if anything's too loud or if my camera is too big. I've been thinking about it and I changed the resolution of it a little bit so it won't be as big. So my big face doesn't take up all the space, and I always said back when we fought the goblin that he beats me. But I'm ballsy. Just gotta be quick with it. Just keep him moving. Don't give him an opportunity to strike me. If I can. I think I can block him. So normally you can't block monster attacks. But he's technically got a weapon. So should be able to block him. Sure, thanks for stopping by anyway. Means a lot. Then back to the scavenger. He's a juvenile. The normal ones aren't that much stronger than the juveniles. Well, the grown-ups have a little bit more HP, but I think a lot more damage. So that's what got me there, and there were 2 of them. Up until now I just... Why? Just... Wait, that's new. Like, yeah, that's gotta be a glitch. Okay, I've never seen that. Again, I'm playing with the DirectX 11 mod for the first time ever, and there's bound to be some glitches. There would be anyway. This game is buggy. Oh, once we get to the old camp, I can actually show you how to break space and time. Not time, just space. I love Gothic. But right now we're weak. We need more strength. And then in Gothic 1, the progression of skills is a lot more simple. Because right off the bat, NPCs will only teach us basic fighting with one-handed weapons. Then advanced fighting with one-handed weapons. And only then will they teach us two-handed weapons. In Gothic 2, you can learn either one whenever you like. So there is actually a little bit of a newbie trap. Because you don't want to get the technique immediately. You really need to get some strength. Also, damage works a little bit differently in that game, I think. Not sure how it works here. I do know how it works in Gothic 2. So Gothic 2 is usually the more cherished game of the series. The most cherished game of the series, actually. But Gothic 1 just has this atmosphere. I'm really happy they're making a remake. And when they make a remake of 2, if they do, oh boy, it's gonna be a banger. If they do it right. We've seen remakes recently that weren't up to par. So yeah, let's talk to those guys again. Just skip through the dialogue, since we just did it. Then I'll save.
Hey, you.
Just to get all this stuff. If I play regularly, I just skip through all this, but it does write a couple of things in my journal. Yeah, which I can actually show you in a moment. Let's give him a beer. I believe this right now writes down
scavengers.
That there is a teacher here. So yeah, when I press L, I have my journal with my current missions, my completed missions, my failed missions. Because yes, this is an old game. You can fail missions. This isn't Skyrim. Oh, you can fail missions if you get one of the Radiant quests and just abandon it, yes. But here you can fail actual missions, okay? And some general info. So, tutor outside the camps. This writes down all the different teachers outside of the camps. And merchant in the old camp. So, more drag. Oh. Save. The reason why I rushed at those scavengers earlier is the guards. If the guards kill the scavenger, I don't get XP for them. It's not much, but you know, I want that XP for myself. They give 40 apiece and I don't need that much for a level up. Later on when I need thousands of XP for it, then it wouldn't make a difference, but especially since he shoots the birds.
Let me pass.
Lucky for you, but I will.
Yeah, they also get mad if you pull out your weapon. They also get mad if you block their path. They will pull the weapon on you. But yeah. Will they aggro on those birds? Please don't. They might. If they aggro on one of them, they will kill both. But we can talk to the bridge guard.
Hi, I'm new here.
Say hi.
How nice for you.
Is that the old camp over there?
No, that's the new camp. The old camp is underneath the bridge.
Let me pass.
By now, you can get a feeling for the people. The old campers, one punched in the face, the other one's a bald dick. The new campers, They seem like shady fellas, but they will actually help you out. And this will only get more clear as far as you go. As you can also probably tell, I'm biased. I prefer the new camp.
Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
Ooh. Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp. Just wanna look around? Oh, sure, I plan to take on the whole camp. Better not do that. He doesn't seem like the, you know, jokey type.
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
Yeah. Any news?
Any news?
Nah, everything's the same as ever.
Not gonna be like that for long. I'm the main character. Come on, cue the music. Yeah! Love it. So yeah, we have shadows, we have guards, all the people. I love the little dialogues they have, and why don't I have my subtitles? Come on. Turn them off. On again. Or maybe I was just in Gothic too. But they have little dialogues, as you can tell.
There was a time when...
And this barrel is special. It's a scrapped concept of sneaking. You can actually go in the barrel and sit in the barrel. Think about that stuff. But if you approach it from the wrong side, or maybe they fix that in the system pack as well. It appears so. It used to be that when you come from the wrong side, just sit outside the barrel. Kinda weird.
It was obvious.
Oh, there are subtitles. Great. But let's meet Diego.
I'd better.
Our only friend.
Tell me something about the old camp.
It's the biggest and most powerful of the three camps. Gomez and his guys control the camp and thereby the whole ore trade. Once a month, the king sends us everything we need. We've got the old guy in our grip, you understand? He sends us wine, bread, meat, weapons, everything. You can also get some of it. All you have to do is join Gomez's people.
What about the two other camps?
The two other camps split up to pursue their crazy escape plans. There's the new camp in the west of the colony, where the mages think they can just detonate the barrier as soon as they've scraped enough ore together. And then there's the sect loonies in the east. Their camp is in the middle of the swamp, and they're praying to their idol to set them free. He hasn't responded so far. If I were you, I wouldn't waste my time on those madcaps.
Did he mention they smoke weed? Because they smoke weed, like a lot of weed. Their whole economy is based on weed.
Tell me more about the barrier.
There isn't much to tell. It's impenetrable.
What happens if I just walk out of here?
The last one who tried that reached the other side a dead man. This damn barrier lets you in, but you'll never get out of here.
If there's a way out, I'll find it.
You're already in a rush to get out of here? But you've only just arrived.
Take care.
That's Diego. He also mentioned Thoris,
You have to watch what you tell me.
who guards gates in all of the Gothics.
As long as I'm not...
You don't look as though you'd just let anyone get into the castle.
Only Gomez's men are allowed in the castle.
If I gave you a certain amount of ore, would you let me in the castle?
For a certain amount.
How much?
Well, it'd have to take a while to count the ore. Long enough to make sure me and my boys are busy counting while you slip by.
So tell me, how much?
1,000 nuggets should be enough.
1,000 nuggets?
Well, you could join up with Gomez. That'd get you in the castle for free.
Yeah, 1,000 nuggets. That's a lot. But better not tell him about the letter. Ooh. And be careful when you come down this way. It's this guy, Mud. I will show it off later, but I don't want to bother with him today. When you come near this guy, he will latch onto you. parasite, and then constantly initiate dialogue with you while you go around. Thankfully, no one cares if you kill him. They can just kill. He doesn't even give XP as far as I'm aware. You just can kill him and move on, but poor guy. He probably dies later on anyway.
How's things?
Not bad. If you can cook well, you have many friends here. Would you like some of my rice stew?
Sure.
Thanks.
You could do me a favor.
What can I do for you?
You must be used to good food. I have a new recipe. Meat bug ragu a la snaff with rice and mushrooms. You can have as much as you want, but I still need 3 meat bugs and some hell mushrooms. 5 should be enough.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Then go and see you get me the things. The last one I sent just hasn't come back. Must have deserted to the new camp.
So meat bugs are basically giant cockroaches.
Where can I find meat bugs?
Everywhere where there's garbage laying around. You should be able to find some at the deserted huts near the castle wall. Don't get confused by their ugly looks. Once cooked, they are tasty.
Sure are.
Where can I find hell mushrooms?
If you leave through the south gate, that's the collapsed tower. You'll see a plain directly in front of you. There's mushrooms growing there.
Who was the guy you sent before me?
His name was Neck. He was pretty discontented here. I think he's in the new camp now. I sent him to collect mushrooms, but he didn't come back.
So, remember this guy, Neck. He was sent out to collect mushrooms. Out to Southern Gate. That's gonna be autumn later. Once we find a guy called... I don't know what's he called in English. Either angry or mad, but this is Scotty.
What's your job here?
I'm in charge of the arena. I organize the bets, hire new fighters, you know.
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun. If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
Only 50 ore. A whole level though, but it is worth it. It'll make us able to do some combos and also attack a little bit faster with one-handed weapons.
I want to join the camp. Can you help me?
I might be able to, if you manage to impress me. Some of the best fighters from all 3 camps come here to compete against each other. Challenge one of them to a fight. I'll watch you, and if you're good, maybe I'll think about it.
So, that's a good opportunity to talk about the camps. So you have to join a camp. And in order to do so, you have to impress people in the camp you want to join. You don't have to impress all of them, just the vast majority. And Scotty is impossible to impress as far as I'm aware. You basically have to fight guard enemies, guys, just guards from all the camps. Remember, you start out as a nobody, then you can become, in the case of the old camp, a shadow, and only then you become a guard. So they're pretty much end game guys? Mid to end game guys. You're a nobody, you don't have armor, you don't have good weapons, you're a nobody. And you gotta beat, I think, at least one of them to impress Scotty. It's hard to do. One of them is manageable. The second one I'm not so sure, never fought him. The third guy is a beast. And he doesn't even want to fight you, you have to insult him to his face. So that he would fight you at all.
I thought the old camp and the new camp didn't get on. So why do you let their people fight here?
It's simple. There's fights here once a week, and the diggers always like to see one of the rogues from the new camp get flattened. If one of them fights, there's more bets, and that's good for business. Personally, I can't stand the swines from the new camp. But business is business.
True Sigma male. So yeah, we have Gorhanis, we have Irgo, and we have Karim. Karim is a beast. But then we go, exploring the camp. Oh, there's the garbage pile with the meat bugs. Come on. Again, they're pretty tough to hit. Go.
Damn. Why did you wake me up?
I think I'm better off with fists. There we go. Oh, while I'm here, I can grab this ladder, which are really finicky in this game, but they work most of the time. That guy's sticking up this. But if we go over here, we should find a little smithy with Huno.
It looks as if you knew what you were doing.
Nobody ain't complained yet, but that would be a bad idea anyway. Every idiot here needs a sword, and that is what they get from me.
How long does it take you to make one blade?
That depends. I'm as fast as a hurricane with simple swords. Of course, only on condition that the price motivates me. A freak like Whistler usually has to wait longer for his toy than other people.
Why? Doesn't he pay enough?
No, on the contrary. He gave me 150 off for his last sword. The guy is into ornaments and girly stuff like that, and of course that's not cheap. Hey, you ain't curious at all, are you, pal?
Well, Smith, how's business?
Why would you want to know?
I may have an order for you.
Oh, really? And what?
I'll think about it.
Come back when you really need something, and don't get on my nerves.
Unfortunately, this seems like one of those mechanics that they just scrapped.
I'd like to try working here as well.
Ah, but don't you think that you can make great blades?
What do I have to do?
Okay, take the steel and hold it into the fire. Then you have to lay the red-hot steel across the anvil. When you're finished, you put the hot blade into the water bucket over there to temper it. The cooled blade finally has to be sharpened on the grindstone.
I see.
However, you'll need some things for that. I could sell them to you.
I'd like to buy some.
So yeah, let's try. Oh no, never mind that. It's really expensive. So yeah, let's get out of here. Grindstone's loud. So smithing in Gothic 1 is really basic, but it works. It can make you some money. So a piece of raw steel costs like 40 ore, was it? A finished sword costs like 100. Oh, that's a locked chest. I'll buy the lock on it. He sells you the iron bar or rod in different states, but of course they virtually cost nothing to advance. So just buy raw steel, and that's Mordrag.
That's really not my problem.
We've heard about him. He's the only. Well, he's the second blue guy in this camp.
Hey,
Who's
newcomer.
Karim.
I'm Mordrag. You should remember that name. You can buy any kind of goods from me at a cheap price.
You can tell he's a smart fella.
Show me your goods.
Choose something.
Yeah, you can buy some teeth, plate, 3 potions, marrows, and not much more. We can sell him the tumblers. Oh yeah, and in case you haven't noticed, they have a value of 4, but when you sell them, the value is halved. Because of course it is. Fresh torch is worth 1. Let's sell him like bobs. Pickaxe. I'll keep 1, because we can dig later on. And let's get 8 ore for that. How do I... Oh. Accept. And that's done. Thank you, Mordrag. Now we can get to the big marketplace.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Well, we have a guy smoking weed. Remember?
The sleeper be with you, stranger. I'm here to guide you onto the right path.
So, they're the swamp guys. They base their economy on weed.
And which is the right path?
The path of the sleeper. He alone has the power to set us free.
Why did the game? Oh.
The gurus are preparing a great invocation in our camp. They want to get in contact with the sleeper. So far, he's just talked to us in visions, but now it's time to get in touch with him. We'll need as many supporters as possible for that. By focusing our spiritual power, we'll get through to him. Our camp is some distance away in the swamp. I can take you there, though, if you want.
Not now. But, yeah, why would I want to do that, except for the weed?
What would be the benefit of joining you?
Maybe you're one of the chosen people who received the gift of magic from the sleeper. Or you might obtain the highest honors and become a Templar. Only the best fighters among us can obtain that position. If the sleeper is with you, you can even combine both. The best of the Templars receive the gift of magic as well. You see, our brotherhood has a lot of possibilities for you. You should be aware of that before you decide on joining any other camp.
Who's the sleeper?
Who's the sleeper?
The sleeper speaks to us through dreams and visions. He has been leading us ever since he first made contact with Iberian 5 years ago. All the followers of the Brotherhood have renounced the three gods. We pray only to the sleeper for salvation.
Salvation from what?
From this goddamn place, of course. The sleeper will show us the way to freedom.
What did the sleeper tell you?
He guided us to the swamp, to the old temple ruins. That's where we built our camp. He gave us independence. None of us need to labor in the mines. He showed us what swamp weed can do. We sell it to the other camps, and in exchange, we get everything we need. And he gave some of us the gift of magic. Of an old and powerful magic, which is different from the one the magicians of the realm use.
So, yeah, instead of, either digging ore or stealing ore, they trade ore for weed. The weed for all, rather.
Tell me about the magic of the sleeper.
This gift enables you to control things with the power of your mind. Only the gurus of our brotherhood have been initiated into the secrets of this magic.
So, it's not that great. It's just, telekinesis and that kind of stuff.
Hey, man. I'm Fisk. I trade goods of all kinds. If you ever need anything, you're in the right place here.
Hey, man. Looks funny.
Have you got armor for me as well?
Well, I'm sure that I can satisfy you.
That does not satisfy me. 500 all. That's a lot. Especially since we can get some pants for free. I'll show you later. Hopefully today. Show me your goods.
Show me your goods.
Okay, so he has a lot of ore. And some better weapons. So right now I can wear up to the Digger's Discipline, which is a decent weapon, but it's also expensive. That's also his best weapon. So that'll be that for now. Let's do some quests, finally. So around here there should be guys, 2 guys. That's not one of them. Down here there should be, wonder what he'll be called. Whistler. That makes sense. Over in Polish it's called Groundhog, I believe.
Hi, I'm new here.
What do you want from me?
I want to become one of you. I want to join the camp.
Looking for people to support you, eh? If you want me to have a word with Diego about you, you need to do me a favor.
What kind of favor do you want?
I want one of Fisk's weapons. He's one of the traders at the marketplace. You won't sell it to me. It's a broadsword with ornaments. I'll give you 100 ore to collect the weapon for me, but don't tell him about me.
Why won't he sell the weapon to you anymore?
We had a little argument.
And?
And that's all you need to know.
Did you ever consider that I might just run off with the ore?
Don't forget, the colony is small. If you run off with my ore, I'll find you.
Okay, give me the 100 ore nuggets. I'll get the thing.
Here you go. Come straight back to me.
Sure. So let's go and talk to Fisk. So he did actually give me the ore. Yep, I have 111. I just save because I haven't saved in a while. Ooh, yeah, that's a bad idea. And I'd like to buy a sword.
I'd like to buy a sword, but not just a simple one. I'd like something more ornamental.
I have one you'll like. The Shadow who wanted to collect it won't be coming anymore. That'll be 110 ore. Interested?
Yeah, so we can take it, but it's more than Whistler said. We can tell him about Whistler, but Whistler asks specifically not to tell Fisk about him. Oh, we can just go if we don't have it, but we do. I was worried it would be 120, but no, thankfully
Yes,
not.
I'll take it.
You got a good deal here.
Let's see how good the sword is. Oh, it's bad. Well, it doesn't cost 160 like Digger's Discipline, but it has the exact same damage and requires 5 more strength. That's terrible. Why would you want that? So, the price of weapons, as far as I'm aware, the more damage they deal, the more expensive they are, and the less strength they require, then again, the more expensive they are. So a weapon that deals 40 and requires 40 strength would be, you know, an okay price. But a weapon that deals 40 and requires 20 strength, that's a good weapon because you need to pump strength. Oh, so we can just tell him that he wants more even though we have it?
Fisk wants 110 ore for his sword now.
And you want me to give you the 10 ore now?
I thought you wanted to have that sword.
Here, take it. And now hurry.
There you go.
I have your sword.
Wasn't too hard, was it? Whatever. You do me a favor and I'll do you one. If Diego should ask after you, I'll speak in your favor. Until then, have a good time.
Thank you, Whistler. That's the last we'll hear from him, as far as I'm aware. But around here should be the other guy. Oh, we can also have a funny interaction. I'll save just in case. But again, my full screen is messing things up. Scrolling things on my other screen. So there's Herrick. But if we go through here. Oh, nothing? Oh. Never mind then, maybe some other time. But you can see this guard immediately turned to me. I don't like that. Because that means he'll ask me for protection money. And that's a scam. Dusty is important now, but I'll talk to him. Just a digger.
Hi, I'm new here. How's things?
Go away. I've been working my ass off in the mines for the last 2 weeks. And what for? Some sad lumps of ore is all I got. I had to spend most of it on food. I talked to Ball Parvis down there. He told me some interesting things about the sect camp.
I think I'd better go there instead of slaving away for Gomez.
You don't like it here? Why don't you just go then?
Because I'm not quite sure what to expect there. I had a pal here. His name was Melvin. He headed off to the sect camp a week ago. But since then, I haven't heard of him. And as long as I don't get a message from him, I'll stay here.
That's reasonable. Oh, careful not to get in range of that guy. But wait. I'll just talk to Herrick. I'm curious.
And how's things?
There ain't enough room in this camp for the two of us.
Pardon me?
If it was up to me, you wouldn't last out here for long. Do you know why I'm here? I killed 12 people in one night. Just like that. Get out of the way, man.
So yeah, Herrick's weird. Oh, Jesse.
How's things?
New here, are you? You better know that it's no good getting into trouble with the guards. When they want protection money, you better pay. Otherwise, half the camp will be against you.
So I'll just avoid them. Thank you, Jesse. The hut? Yep.
What's your problem?
Leave me alone, man. Everyone's a problem with me. It all started when I built my hut. Don't build your hut close to the ditch, they said. But none of these bastards told me what would happen if I still did it. When I came back from the mine a few days ago, I had a second door. Those pigs, I hate them. I can't tell you how much I hate them. Now everybody runs through my hut. Every idiot.
Poor guy. But I'm absolutely still gonna run right through his hut. Oh, there he is. Sly.
New here, are you? I don't know your face. I'm Sly. I have a job on offer for a newcomer.
You have a job for me? What is it?
One of our guards has disappeared. He's called Neck. He might have gone over to the new camp. You're new here, and you'll get around quite a lot, so keep your eyes peeled. If you find him, I'll speak up for you in the camp.
So...
I'll see if I can find him.
If you meet Fletcher, ask him about Neck. He's taken over his district since Neck disappeared.
Where will I find him?
His district is the district of the arena.
Remember, we've heard about Neck from Snuff, the cook. Since this is night, shouldn't there be lights on?
But keep it to yourself.
Oh. Oh, there's one more guy I could talk. Yeah, lights should definitely be on. Maybe if I reload, will help. It could be the DirectX just glitching out. I hope not, because the lights are really nice. At night. It's yeah, 8 PM. Oh, but I did get a level up. Let's get more strength.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
Take care.
Wait. Diego usually teaches strength. Huh. That's really weird. I need to find a guy who can teach me strength. But over here, that should be handy. Oh, fingers. Ah, see, I'm getting the names wrong all the time.
I want to become a shadow.
So?
Can you help me?
I wouldn't know how.
You sure?
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of Diego, would you?
Depends. If you demonstrate that you've learned something as a thief, we could make use of you.
How am I supposed to do that?
Learn a thief's skill. You need to become more skilled in sneaking around, pickpocketing, or opening locks. Then you'll have my vote.
Okay. Oh, and I might have an idea why Diego doesn't teach us anything right now. he asked us to talk to Thoris. Remember? Specifically to tell Thoris that we want to join. And we can just tell him we want to join, we don't have to do it. You know what? The more I look at it, I think my camera and the chat really are too big. So let me just shrink them down a little bit. That should be good, right? There we go. A little more subtle. So yeah, Thoris. I want to work for Gomez.
I want to work for Gomez.
Oh, yeah? And what makes you think Gomez will be interested in having you work for him?
Yeah, Diego says you decide.
Diego says you decide who Gomez is interested in.
Huh? If Diego thinks you're okay, why doesn't he take care of you?
Oh, there they
Look,
are.
let me explain. Diego's gonna test you. If he thinks you're good enough, I'll let you into the castle to see Gomez. Whatever happens after that is up to you, okay?
I'll talk to Diego.
Sounds good. Oh, and why didn't you give me the test? Let's get a question.
Why don't you give me the test?
It ain't that easy, kid. Any newcomer who wants to get anywhere needs a patron. That patron has to be one of Gomez's people. He'll test you, and if you fail, you're his responsibility. That's the law around here.
There must be something you want done.
No, the things we guards deal with are a bit above you, kid. You just stick to the tasks your patron sets for you.
You sure? We just keep pushing him.
I'm quite capable of doing anything you tell me to.
Oh, so you're intent on failing, eh? There is one thing that only someone who's not with Gomez can see to. But I'm warning you, you blow this and you'll be in mighty big trouble.
I'm ready for your task.
What I'm about to tell you is between you and me, and nobody else must ever hear about it. Understood?
Gotcha.
Sure.
We have a problem with a guy from the new camp. His name's Mordrag. He's been stealing from the ore barons. Of course, that applies to a lot of the rogues in the new camp. But this guy has the nerve to come to our camp and sell our stolen goods to our boys. He's gone too far. But he knows I can't do anything about it.
Why?
Because he's under the protection of the mages.
Oh boy.
Sounds to me like the mages are your problem.
Yeah, but they're a problem that's hard to solve. A few years back, one of the shadows tried to stab the High Magician of the Circle of Fire while he was sleeping. They found him later in the Outer Ring. In fact, he was scattered all over the Outer Ring.
Damn.
Why do the mages protect that Mordrag?
Because they use him as a gopher. Our local mages are in contact with the mages over in the new camp. They often send gophers back and forth. They're likely to become very unpleasant if I throw one of their gophers out of the camp or have him killed.
What about me? What do you think the mages will do to me?
You're new here. You'll be okay. But I'm responsible for what my boys do. That's why it's vital that you keep your mouth shut.
Where can I find Mordrag?
You'll find him at the south gate on the other side of the castle, just beyond the entrance. The bastard wouldn't dare come any further into the camp.
Do you want me to kill the guy?
I want you to make sure I never see his face around here again. I don't care how you do it.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, we can do that. But first let's go and talk to Diego. Maybe I can finally... Oh, the campfire's still not lit. Well, at least the torches are, even if they flicker weirdly.
I've talked to Thoris.
And what did he say?
He says that I can join the old camp if you think that I'm good enough.
Looks like I have myself a new job.
Do we start right now?
First, there are a few things you should know.
What do I have to know to be accepted in the old camp?
If you want to join the camp, you'll have to earn some brownie points. There are a few influential people in the Outer Ring. Most of them are shadows. If you manage to impress them, it'll earn you a few brownie points. Then you'll have to stand the test of faith. Besides, there are a lot of skills every new arrival has to learn. The more you learn, the more valuable you'll be for us.
Okay.
Where do I find the important people?
Well, you're looking at one of them. Then there's Thoris. You already know him. As for the others, you'll have to find that out by yourself. If you don't manage to do that, you don't belong here anyway. Just go through the outer ring and talk to people. Then you'll find out who's important.
Well, we've already met a few. We've met Scotty, Fingers, Whistler, Sly. Oh, I missed one.
Who can teach me?
Start with Fingers. He's the most skillful among us. If you keep your eyes peeled, you'll find other people who can teach you.
Where can I find Fingers?
His hut's kind of hidden. It's next to the castle wall. Just start out here and go towards the arena.
Yeah,
when you're at the castle gate, go down to the left and you'll be heading for the arena.
Can you teach me something?
Can you teach me something?
Yes. I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength.
Yeah. Give me strength. He doesn't want me to pay him, so skill points, and 10 strength is gonna be quite a lot.
Your strength has increased a lot. Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
What's the test of faith?
You have to go to the old mine. There you'll meet a guy called Ian. He'll give you a list. This list is important. It contains all the items the guys in the mine need from us. They'll get the stuff with the next convoy.
No problem.
Yes, there is a problem. The new camp must not get that list. Like I said, the list is important. If you do it right, you'll get much further.
New camp must not get it, you say, huh?
If the list is so important, why should Ian give it to me?
Because you're going to tell him Diego sent you.
I'll tell him.
Diego is kind of a respected figure among you. I wanted to find a comparison, but I just couldn't make one up.
Where can I find the old mine?
Go to Graham. He's a cartographer. Tell him that I sent you and that you need a map. It'll show you the way to the mine. He lives to the left of the north gate.
What about my esteem within the camp?
I've talked to a few people.
And?
Scotty has told me he's anxious to see how you come off against Kurgo. And he's anxious to see if you'll challenge Karim. Whistler told me the story about Fisk. Well, if I was you, I would have taken the ore and cleared off. But anyway, he thinks a great deal of you. I think Sly's wrong about Neck. He was a real pain, that's true. But I don't think he went to the new camp. I've already sent you to Fingers. He could really teach you something. The business with Mordrag is really quite a job. He's not bad as a warrior. You should exercise if you really want to defeat him. Get on with it. There are still many things to do if you want to get anywhere here in the camp.
Take care.
Yeah, Diego. We can basically check with Diego which quests we still have to do. And we don't have to do all of them. But of course they give XP. So, Baal Taran. Man, smoking. Talk to me.
I'm new here. Who are you?
I am Baal Taran of the Brotherhood of the Sleeper.
I need to get into the castle. Can you help me?
I fear I cannot, brother. The only ones among us who may enter the castle are those who supply the weed to Gomez. We gather swamp weed and sell part of it to the old camp in exchange for goods from the outside world. If you were one of the couriers working for Kor Kalom, you could get into the castle. But for that, you would need to be one of us. What do you want to do in the castle anyway?
Oh, yeah, I better not tell him about the letter.
I want to meet somebody there.
Do you? Who? And why don't you just wait until he comes out?
Yeah.
That's none of your business.
Fine, man. I just wanted to help.
So, we already know those two. So how can we enter the castle? Oh, that's coming. Better not make him ask me for protection money. We can either join Gomez, or we can just come and go through the castle. Oh, he's just gonna stand there.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Or we can become a gopher from the new camp. I can join the swamp camp and we can sell weed.
How are you doing?
Well, since I stopped working in the mine, I can't really complain.
And where do you get your ore from?
I help people who have problems. If you get into trouble with influential people here, I can help you sort the thing out.
If I was in trouble, you could help me? How?
Well, let's assume you're in trouble with Thoris. You better never get into trouble with him, but then, well, you never know. Thoris can be quite stubborn. When he's pissed off with you once, he'll never talk to you again. And that's a bad thing. As a greenhorn, you depend on him, so you come to see me. I know a lot of people here Thoris listens to. They put in a good word for you, and Thoris is your friend again. Of course, the boys want to see some ore for these kind of favors. Your ore. And I take care that your ore gets to the right people.
And some of it goes to you.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Oh, but we can ask
Could you
him
tell
what
me which of
people-
the shadows belongs to the influential people here?
You want to impress the right people, do you? Diego has the most power of all the shadows. He trusts Fingers, Whistler, and Sly. Dexter and Fisk sell their stuff on the market square. They have many customers, even the guards, and that makes them rather influential. And then there's Scatty. He's in charge of the arena and determines who fights and all that. Many people here owe him ore. He's important as well.
Fun fact, I believe Diego and Scotty are the only two NPCs in the entire game that wear the heavy shadow armor. Every other shadow just wears the light armor. Oh, what the ambient? Oh, that turns it down a bit. Oh, that's annoying. That'll make it a little bit quieter. So that's Sly. We talked to him already. Oh, but I need to find Graham. You Graham?
Clever boy.
You are not Graham. Also, people get angry if you enter their homes without permission. Whoa! God. Graham. There you are. I need a map.
Hi, I'm new here.
I'm Graham. I draw maps. I haven't seen you here before. What do you want?
You sent me.
Diego sent me. He asked you to give me a map with a route to the old mine.
No problem. For you, only 20 ore.
Hold on, Diego said you should give me the map, not that you should sell it to me.
But I'm not interested. Have you any idea how difficult it is to make a map like this? 20 is my special price for friends of Diego. Usually I take 50.
That is fair.
I'll return.
But, as we know, we can just beat him up and take them up. He also sells a drawing of a naked woman. But I will not show it on stream. Just to be safe. Oh, there's another guard. Problem is, they will keep harassing me for protection money pretty much the entire game. But let's go and meet Dexter, since that's the only...
Hey, you!
Are you talking to me?
I'm warning you, people like you can get into trouble awfully quick round here. And most of the guys they chuck in here are bastards. They think they can do what they like to you, but we won't allow that. Gomez wants some peace in the camp, and we guards make sure he gets it. But it's a job that doesn't come cheap. That's why I'm asking you for some ore. Look on it as a kind of token of friendship. You help us, and we'll help you. If you get in trouble, we'll be there for you.
Yeah. Okay, I don't actually remember if there are repercussions for saying no. But I do believe there are no benefits if you pay him. So if you fight someone and this guy just stands, watches you, he will not help you. He just won't. So yeah.
Why not? How much
But
ore
since you
were
don't
you thinking
remember,
of?
let's be
Not
safe.
much. 10 ore, that's all I need.
It's like most of my ore. Yeah, screw it.
Here's your ore. I can
At
always
least I
use a
won't have
friend
to.
or two.
Oh no.
You seem to be a clever lad. From now on, we'll be watching out for you. But that doesn't mean to say you can do what you like around here, okay?
Yeah,
See ya.
okay.
Don't you worry about anything here in the camp. We'll be looking out for you.
I also think he will keep harassing me for money. So yeah. And yeah, 10 all isn't that much. At least it won't be that much. Right now it very much is. It's a shame that the campfires don't light up. But we can talk to Dexter.
What is swampweed?
New here, are ya? You can smoke it. Very relaxing for most of us.
I want to join the camp. I want to become a shadow.
Oh, you're looking for a chance to prove your worth? Good. You can do me a favor. If you do it well, I'll speak up for you in front of Diego.
What is it?
In the sect camp, there's a man called Kalam, quite a big shot. One of the gurus of the sect. Kalam is an alchemist. He has the recipe for an effective healing potion. I'd like to buy the recipe off him. Then I can produce it myself. But nobody can get near Kalam.
And what do you expect me to do?
The sect loonies are looking for new people all the time. You're new here. Just pretend you want to be recruited. Kalam is one of the gurus. That means he checks the new candidates. If you get in touch with him, try to get the recipe. Whether you want to pay for it or you don't. I don't care.
Yeah, the problem with this quest is that I believe it's actually impossible. The recipe is in a chest, Korkalam will not sell it to you, and the chest is not a pickable chest, it's a key chest. And you can get the key. Unless you kill Kalam, who is essential, I believe. Something along those lines. Either it's really hard, just borderline impossible, or it is straight up impossible. But I'll take the quest anyway. Oh, but we can ask him for a reward.
Sounds like a difficult business. How much is in it for me?
At some point, Diego will ask me if you're suitable for us. Just guess what my answer will depend on.
Maybe I'll have to pay for the recipe. Give me 50 ore as an advance payment.
Forget it.
I'll push him.
No ore, no recipe.
Well then, we can talk about the ore as soon as you have the recipe.
Okay, I don't think he'll give me the all.
Okay, I'll see if I can get the thing.
Show me
your goods.
I got the best stuff here.
Sure do. Green coal, northern dark, green novice, a lot of raw. Map of the colony. Potions. Yeah, that's good. But I wanted to show you how to break space. Was it here? Indeed it was, so let's just save. Oh, it's so dark at night. I will go and sleep as soon as I can. But there's this door, right? Unless the system pack fixed it. Oh. I have to picklock it. Wait, so... Right is not that. And in case you didn't know, you can save scam lockpicking. But yeah, no matter which way I go. So to lockpick, just hold on to the lock. And you press either left or right. And there's a combination, so like left, left, right, boom, chest open. This door, neither works. If you just... I got my weapon for it. If you just squeeze into the hole between the door and the door frame, you can try and... Maybe the other one. You can see there's light shining through, so maybe it'll go a bit easier. See, I am behind the door now. Yep, there we go. That's how we go through walls. But I still can't open the door, and I'd rather not risk lockpicking it from this side. Also, this arrow. How do I get it? I would like to get it, but it doesn't look like it wants to be picked up. Okay. Well, why did I go here? The Blood Blade. The Blood Blade is a two-handed weapon requiring 62 strength, dealing 85 damage, worth 2,840 ore. I'm not gonna use it for a long time, but this door is closed as well. So yeah, I think this was a scrapped concept as well, because I'm not sure you can go into here. Oh! Can pick up the arrow. There we go. Don't ask me how you can grab things from that far. Let's just squeeze through the door. Whoa, I went right through. Okay. You may think it's scamming, but I probably won't even use it. I'll keep it, I won't sell it or anything. I'd like it to be a reminder and go through walls, as long as they have a right angle, you know? And just squeeze to the hole between the fabric of reality. Oh, one more thing. There was a guy I wanted to talk to. There was Mordrag. And near Mordrag there's a fallen tower. In that fallen tower there should be a bed. And in that bed I can sleep. Very confusing, I know. There it is. Fun fact, Diego comes to this fallen tower at like 5 AM. Nobody knows why. He just comes here, sits down at the table, and he chills. For 2 hours or so, and then he comes back to his hut. We can also sleep at Diego's. But we can also sleep here. There is one free hut near the arena. Oh, speaking of the arena, I'll just sleep until morning. Slept well and feel better. Sleeping heals us and advances time. So morning means 8 AM. Sounds good. Let's go talk to Fletcher. Because Fletcher supposedly knows something about Next disappearance. I certainly know about Next disappearance, but yeah, let's explore the trail, since Gothic, even when you do get them up, Gothic doesn't have quest markers anywhere. That's all you got, your journal. You just have to go off of it. Then again, I love it. But one of the guys here should tell me about a free hut. Oh yeah. A guy, literally. Hello.
Hello.
I haven't seen you before. You're new here, aren't you?
Just recently arrived.
Have you already decided which camp you want to join?
No, what do you think?
Well, it depends. Each camp has its advantages, I guess. Until you've made your decision, you can stay here. A hut just became available.
Which one?
Which of the huts can I take for myself?
The hut over there with the little canopy is empty.
Okay.
What are the advantages of the old camp?
If you pay protection money to the guards, you can have a laid-back life here. They always interfere if one of the paying diggers is attacked. Besides, you can only get the goods from the outside world cheap here. These things are unaffordable in the other camps.
And what if two people fight each other who both pay protection money?
Then the guards just watch until one of them kills the other. Then they do him in.
What goods are considered precious here?
Everything from the outside world. Bread, cheese, and bacon, and above all, beer and wine. Not the cheap rice schnapps from the new camp, but really good stuff. You always get a good price for weapons, and armor is really expensive. The guards took the old armor off the prison guards after they killed them. You can always recognize them by their armor. They only sell it to other guards. You could never get a hold of one as an outsider.
Makes sense.
I think I've heard enough about the old camp.
I like it here.
What about the new camp?
What are the advantages of the new camp?
If you're cool about getting your throat cut for a slice of bread, you should go there. No, it's not that bad, but it's different from here. Here, Gomez takes care that things are sort of peaceful. In the new camp, there is no law. The only ones powerful enough to have a say there are the water mages, but they're too busy studying the barrier all day.
Yeah, the law in the old camp, even though every god is corrupted, huh?
Why should I join the sect?
Well, you better ask somebody from the sect camp. There are always a couple of novices in the camp, and I'm sure they can tell you a lot about the sect. I've never been there myself, but according to everything that's said, they must be really generous. None of the three camps seems to be as much in need of new people as the sect camp.
Well, it's a sect. But yeah, this hut, well, there are 2 huts with canopy. 3 huts with canopies. This one has an unlocked chest. And a piece of ham. Oh, it actually has 2. And nobody seems to scream at me for going into here, so yeah, I think the ham hut is mine. I'll take the ham. Come handy. What Fletcher?
That won't happen again.
Hey, you! If you want to get rid of your protection money, you've picked the wrong day.
Yeah? Why's that?
'Cause I'm not here!
Same old story every time.
Oh? Where are you then?
I'm actually at the castle, sitting by the big campfire, drinking a mug of beer.
Makes sense.
It was obvious that there would be trouble.
I see.
Some people never learn.
Do you know where Nex got to?
No, and I'm not likely to find out. If anything, the diggers in this especially not now they know I hate this filthy work. I bet they're laughing behind my back.
Why don't you just collect some more protection money?
Nick did his rounds before he disappeared. There's not much left to collect now.
Poor guy. So, we have the meat for the stew. Let's go and grab some mushrooms and maybe look for Nick around the mushrooms. You know, he went to collect them before he mysteriously disappeared. Why are the guys pissing all over the place? Jeez. You have the gate right there. Can't you just go and... Oh. Well, I don't have money, so...
New face.
What do you do anything to me,
I
right?
want to offer you help. You're new here and the new ones always get into trouble. You could save yourself a lot by making a small donation. Just 10 ore, man. It ain't much to ask.
I ain't got that much.
What if I don't pay?
Hey, man, don't stress yourself. You're a newcomer. Take a look around. Collect a bit of ore, and when you're ready to pay, then pay. You can do it anytime. but don't count on my help until you've made your contribution to my expenses. I'm sure you'll understand.
I understand, but I literally don't have 10 ore. What will happen?
Here's 10 ore, and you'll have to help me if I get into trouble.
Hey, watch who you're trying to fool. Come back when you have the ore.
Oh. Yeah, so... I actually kind of expected him to attack me right there. But we need hell mushrooms. Are those hell mushrooms? No, they're slave's bread. Oh, hell mushrooms. Yeah. How many? Recipe. Like, no. Snuff's recipe. 5 hell mushrooms. Got like 2 or 4 now. Oh, that's a lizard? Right here? Jeez. No, I have 5. But let's save and go into this cave. Why don't I? Oh, those are full-on grown mole rats. But I two-shot them with my 10 extra strength. Haha! And they give 2 meat each. That's really nice. There's a dead guy in the cave. More mushrooms, slave's bread, blueberries. Dead guard. 10 ore nuggets. And an amulet. It says a neck on the back. Plus 5 protection against weapons. Huh. That's interesting. Ah, that's a withered axe. Well, that's good. It's 1 damage better, I guess. Apple, some herbs. How did you even pronounce that? Solanacy? Yes? I'm usually... Well, I'd like to believe I'm usually good with pronunciations, but this beats me. Interesting around... Yeah, maybe. While we're out here. Side the safety of the camp. Scavengers. You know what? I'll eat up blueberries. Oh, and since I have 15 raw meat, I can show you a funny thing. Unless they fixed it. I know it's fixed in Gothic 2, but... Well, it's a lot of scavengers, but this was climbable. Just get up here and bother anyone. Yep. Oh!
What are you doing here? Don't often get visitors up here. Very clever of you to find my hiding place.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm fed up with the old camp. I had trouble with Gomez's folks. That was some time ago. I guess nobody remembers that now. But I'm staying here. There's too many blockheads running about in the old camp for my liking.
Poor old man. Oh, I would like to raid his chest. Will he notice? I just... Oh, it's locked. Never mind then. Carry on. Just gotta make my way down. Good thing I saved, huh? Good thing indeed. Gently this time. There we go. Just jump down. Okay, so let's go tell Fletcher the bad news. And then let's go and tell Sly the bad news. Where do I have leather up there. Oh. But yeah, the old camp.
Hey, you! I don't think I've seen you here before.
No wonder. I've only just got here.
Then watch out. The outside world is pretty dangerous. You're only safe inside a camp.
Am I safe inside the camp? But I literally just went out of here. You didn't notice, huh? Fletcher. Right? Then we can deal with Mordrag. I think it will be about time to end. Just getting the basics down, you know, starting off. The first chapters in the first two Gothic games are usually the longest, just because you go to all the different camps and you do all the different side quests, and then you only have the main quests to worry about in the later chapters, so they don't take as long. Hey, Fletcher.
It's about Nick.
Yeah?
I think I've found him.
What? Where is he?
Feeding the rats?
Oh, no! Damn it! That means I have to run the show here now. I was hoping he'd be coming back. Now I have a problem.
What's the problem?
I'm in debt to Scatty, right up to my neck. Now he knows I'm doing Meg's job. He'll be coming around every day. Let me pass.
Can I maybe deal with his debt? Oh, good.
That's not really my problem.
Come on, I just want to jump in. I can't jump into the arena. There's an invisible wall just blocking my inputs.
I thought that had been. People always talk. That's really.
Just go around, talk to Scotty. Oh, a nice little corner boost. Scotty. Nope, can't do anything about that. Sorry, Fletcher. Oh, yeah, stew. I forgot. Snav. Talk to me.
I have the things you wanted from me.
Good. I just have to add them. Then the stew will be ready. Wait.
Is it ready?
You told me I could have as much stew as I wanted.
And that's true. Here, take 3 portions.
Thank you, Snav. And now I'm pretty sure that we can come by every day and he'll give us some stew. Which is 9 life. It's not that great. I mean... Okay, so 1 rice is 10. 1... Again with a scroll. 1 meat bug piece is, I don't know how much, but I believe it was 4. And 1 hell mushroom, 6. This is a scam. Oh, but this reminds me, if I can find a pan, I can show you, if it still works, I can show you how to make meat of nothing. Ow. Come on. Bravo, can I use that? So, right now, I have 15 raw meat, right? Bravo. Yeah. Buddy old pal. If you just spam W or whatever your forward is while holding the action button, just spam it. Not only do you cook the meat really quickly, it should also... they fixed it. So normally in base Gothic, you can get a little bit extra by doing that. And it looks like it doesn't work anymore. Like many bugs. Damn it, they fixed my buggy game. Ah, but I found Nick.
I found Nick.
Good. Have you got any evidence for that?
Yeah, this amulet around his neck.
I found this amulet on him. Here you go.
It was actually the amulet the whole thing was about. You're a clever guy. You might have had the idea to keep the amulet yourself, but you've made the right decision. If Diego asks me about you, I'll vote in your favor.
Yeah, he just wanted the amulet. Of course. But let's now go and deal with Mordrag, and that will be more or less
Let's talk about some
everything that I can do in the old camp right now. Yeah. So now we have to go, explore, visit the other two camps.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
And my sights are on the new camp. Because you might remember, while passing by Fisk, he sells pants. I said we can get some free pants. And not only are they free, he also gives us a little bit of a bonus. So let's save for dealing with Drag.
Are you really the magician's courier?
What if I am?
I'd like to have a chance to talk to the magicians. I have to get inside the castle.
The magician's couriers bear seals, which allow them entry to the castle. If you were one of us, you could get such a seal.
One of us, huh? Well, you have a problem.
You have a problem.
Really? What's that?
There are people around here who want to get rid of you.
Really? Then you can tell them they should send someone along to enforce their wish.
What makes you so sure I'm not the one to do it?
'Cause I think you're smarter than that, boy. You'll soon realize that there are better opportunities than working for Gomez. We, too, need capable people in the new camp. And nobody tells you what to do.
Sounds good.
Tell me more about the new camp.
It's the camp where you have the most freedom within the colony. We don't have any ore barons or gurus bossing us around. We have our own mine, but the ore that is produced there isn't given to the damn king.
So what is it used for?
Our magicians are working on a plan to break out of here. All the ore is collected for this plan. While Gomez and his people are lazing around, we drudge for freedom. That's what's going on.
And if I wanted to join the new camp, could you help me?
If you're serious, we can go now. I can take you to Laris. He's the head of our gang. But if you prefer to beat me out of the camp, well, go for it.
Oh, well, I'll gladly come.
Let's go to the new camp.
Okay, follow me.
Oh, remember when I said that I wanted to kill the scavengers, not to get the XP? Because if the guards kill them, I don't get the XP? Well, things are a bit different if you have a companion. So, on several occasions in this game, you can have a companion with you. When the companion kills something, you also get XP, but I don't remember if it's the full amount or if it's halved. Even if it is, it's not such a big deal in Gothic 1. Gothic 1 is, in my opinion, the easier of the two. Especially if you have the Night of the Raven add-on, which... Come on, by now, like 20 years, almost 20 years later, everyone should have it. I don't think you can even get the game without it anymore. But yeah, I do get the full amount of experience if he kills the scavengers. Well, that's good. That's great. He is a beast. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight him. I know these are just scavengers, but he massacres them. But he's gonna take me to new camp, and once we get that, I'll call it a day. But we're just getting started, baby. Oh, actually a good place to remember. This is Cavalon's hut. You don't know who Cavalon is, unless you do, but it's gonna be important later on. There we go, another level up. Question is 20 strength enough? Do I want to get 30? Or maybe do I want to get better at fighting? And... oh, I forgot about this. Good thing I have Mordrak with me. So he can just go and one-shot them. Yeah, sure. Oh, and Cavalon fights one of them. Yeah, Mordrak got him. So I got the XP. But yeah. Especially now, this is gonna be a good place to visit. Mordrak can wait for me. Pick the apples. Okay. Hello, meat bugs. Cavalon sells arrows and bows and can teach you either shooting the bow or sneaking. Perhaps both. The more I think about it, the more I think it's both. Oh yeah, this should be a nice little boost to our experience. This little hike with Mordrak. Oh, well, I'm actually bit him. Hopefully he won't complain that I'm not helping him. You know, in Gothic 2, some of the NPCs can do that. If you, like, do a quest where say, hey, let's go hunt together, and then you literally don't kill anything, the NPCs can get mad at you. Not helping out. I don't remember there being a wolf. Yeah, the wolf actually dealt damage to him. Oh. Another one. Yeah, I'm not touching that. Too bad I can't skin them yet. There is another new camper. Aiden.
What are you doing here?
I'm a hunter. I make a living out of selling skins and teeth.
Does it pay?
If you know how to cut up the beast the right way, yeah.
I want to learn how to cut up animals.
What do you want to know?
Oh, this will also cost me, huh? I'll keep it in mind, I'll get some ore, and then I definitely want to learn that. Not only will it make me some money by hunting animals, it's also required later on. But that's endgame stuff. Mostly it'll just be for the money. I think it pays off. The claws or teeth that Mordrak had were worth 10, and Mordrak, buddy?
Not now. Not now.
Well, this is a sticky situation. Let me maybe come up to the goblin. Then, like, whack him a couple of times. And then run straight back to Mordrak. The goblins are attacking. Oh god. Don't kill him, dude! Oh, this is bad. Never mind. And since I have a save, I can... Damn it. I can save scan this chest. You can't stop me. So, left. Left. You can, in the options, in the hidden options, turn on random codes. There we go, left, left, right. 2 more lockpicks and a lot of ore. Yeah, gotta hold shift. This will help. How much until a new level? 1000 XP. But we're pretty much there. But it's not that far, but it was covered with monsters. And I think I already have an idea for the title tomorrow, or just the next day. Because the colony is literally Australia, in case you haven't noticed.
When you pass through the gate, you'll reach the new camp. Talk to Lars. He will help you. Give this to him. It's a precious ring. It's your ticket to see Lars. You need a good reason to be allowed to meet him. Well, thinking about it, I think I'll stay here for some time. I've earned enough for now, and things are heating up in the old camp. If you want, come and meet me at the bar. It's the hut out on the lake. Take care.
See you.
So yeah, we got Mordrek's ring, 5 dexterity bonus. And we can now explore the new camp, which has a lot of goodies in it. But, as I said, this is gonna be it for today. It's my first time of streaming after the long break. And it's fun. I'm really enjoying it. I'm happy to stream again, and I'm happy to finally stream Gothic. I don't know why it took me so long to come up with this idea, but I'm enjoying myself, and I hope you are enjoying it too. I hope you have had a good time, I can speak, and I hope to see you again sometime. So, as usual, haven't said it in a long time, please, there you go, please take care of yourselves. And yeah, goodbye.